Brain tumors and their symptoms are as varied as the structure of the brain and can be traced back to specific causes. Complaints such as headaches, visual disturbances, nausea and vomiting are the most common signs of a tumor. In this video, we reveal 9 symptoms of a brain tumor that you should definitely know. Unlike other organs, the available space in the skull is limited and cannot be stretched naturally. This can increase the pressure in the head and lead to unbearable pain, which in turn leads to new symptoms. It can usually be said that a tumor located in the right side of the brain causes symptoms in the left side of the body. Conversely, symptoms in the right side of the body indicate a tumor in the left side. Now follow the symptoms that may indicate a brain tumor. Number 1. Novel headache. New headaches may indicate a brain tumor. They can have different effects. Whether they occur for only a few days, or even for weeks, depends on several factors. The fact is, however, that these pains always get worse and can increase even when the patient is lying down. In the case of tumor-related headaches, conventional painkillers are of little or no help. Number 2. Visual disturbances. The human eye can only receive certain perceptual stimuli if the information captured by the retina reaches the visual center of our brain in the back of the head. In practical terms, this can result in massive visual impairment, as the optic nerve can be damaged at any point along the way. Often a certain area in the visual field fails and one perceives only a black spot. Initially, this symptom is usually not noticed at all, because the brain simply calculates the missing information. Number 3. Nausea and vomiting. If the cancer in the brain is more advanced, then nausea and vomiting follow. Most often, these symptoms occur in the morning, before the first meal. However, these complaints can also have other causes, such as pregnancy, a gastrointestinal infection or alcohol intoxication. Number 4. Seizures. Most often, children suffer from this symptom when they have a brain tumor. There are 2 types of seizures. First, there are focal seizures, and second, generalized seizures. The effect of a focal seizure strikes a specific part of the organ area. For example, one part of the body, such as the leg or arm, twitches. This type of seizure can also rapidly transition into the generalized seizure type, in which case the entire body is affected. Most people lose consciousness during a seizure. Number 5. Other neurological deficits. In addition to the visual disturbances and loss of consciousness already mentioned, additional neurological deficits may also occur and turn out to be signs of a brain tumor. Since the brain tumor destroys or otherwise impairs the nerve tissue in the brain, this can result in all kinds of deficits. Numbness, paralysis and speech disorders may develop. Disturbances in swallowing are also possible tumor-related symptoms. Number 6. Hormonal disorders. Hormonal disorders occur, for example, with a pituitary adenoma. This is a very important gland in the human brain that regulates hormone glands throughout the body. A tumor in the pituitary gland can negatively affect this regulation. Possible consequences are disturbances in the sleep-wake rhythm. Number 7. Mental health change. Brain tumors do not only have physical effects on our body. They can also have a very strong negative impact on a person's psyche. The reason is that body and psyche are closely connected and influence each other. The consequences of a deterioration of the psychological feeling can be, among others, anxiety disorders and depression. Number 8. Impairment of memory. In the case of a brain tumor, cognitive changes occur, among other things. Consciousness changes as the disease progresses and symptoms such as memory disorders and attention deficits appear. This is particularly evident when patients find it harder to remember things than before. However, as with hormonal disorders, this symptom cannot be clearly attributed to the brain tumor. And number 9. Personality changes. This symptom is the most insidious of brain tumors. Often, the affected person himself does not even notice that something has changed in his own behavior. Increased distractions and seemingly mild irritability can be symptoms of a brain tumor. Sometimes existing personality traits can intensify or even completely flatten out. Since these symptoms often start very insidiously, they usually cause the affected person to visit a doctor very late. Pay attention to these symptoms, and if you are unsure, have yourself examined. If you would like to know 12 common symptoms of cancer that you should never ignore, then be sure to watch the video that we link to you here. If you like the video, then I would be really happy about a thumbs up. And don't forget to subscribe to this channel and activate the bell so you don't miss any new video.